Is it possible to work remotely if your nursing experience is in OR or another specialty? The answer is absolutely, but then the next question often is, but then how do I find one of these positions for the specialty I work in, like OR? Hey, I'm Emma, founder of Nurse Fern, your number one source for remote and non-bedside nursing jobs. My favorite resource is our free remote nurse job board that's updated Monday through Friday. If you could please give this video a quick thumbs up if you like what we offer, I'd really appreciate it. All right, so here's the deal. OR nurses and other specialties can absolutely work remotely. I have met and spoken with many who do. And the big problem or challenge that comes in is finding positions that either you can apply for or that you believe that you're qualified to apply for. Often the biggest hurdle is thinking that because you do work in X, Y, or Z specialty, if a job posting doesn't specifically ask for your type of experience, you don't think that you're qualified to apply for that role. Okay, so here are a few clues to look for in job postings when you're in a specialty and you're trying to find a role that you meet the requirements for. The most obvious one is that the job post title includes the name of your specialty. Now, if you work in behavioral health or OB-GYN, maternal health, you're gonna get a lot luckier with looking for positions because they will specifically say behavioral health utilization management, fertility coach, high-risk maternity case management. It would be awesome if all jobs included the specialty that they wanted in their job title, but they just don't do it. So most often we end up with this list of job titles in a search result that just is the generic UR, case management, prior auth, data abstraction, with no real other clue until you click into the job posting. So that is my best tip. While it is also the most time-consuming tip, actually opening each individual job posting and looking closely at what the requirements and then preferred requirements are is what is going to help you find the positions that you qualify for. Now, if you want a cheat code for this, you can always go to the Nurse Fern website because we will post in the description if a specific specialty was called out in a job posting. This is what I want you to look for when you're opening job postings and reading through them. Go to the requirements and see if they ask for X, Y, or Z specialty. See if it's listed in the requirement or in the preferred section. Most often, you will see that job postings do not specify a specialty. You will often see that they simply say that they want 5 years of acute care clinical experience or 3 years of outpatient experience, but they don't drill further down into whether they want that to be medical surgical, critical care, cath lab, OR. And if they don't say what they want specifically, I, as a job applicant, am going to assume that my experience, since it's at an acute care hospital in the OR, is going to apply to this role. I am going to update my resume and apply accordingly. Quick review. You're going to look for job postings that either have your specialty in the title, or you're going to look closely at the requirements and preferred requirements to see if OR is called out in there, or if you're another specialty watching this video, your specialty. Let's do a quick job post review and look at an example of one that calls for surgery experience in their preferred requirements. On the Nurse Fern job board, you'll see that this position, the registered nurse clinical specialist, specifically calls out experience in surgery is preferred. This position is a registered nurse clinical specialist with transparent. Now, this top portion of the job posting is going to have a little bit about them, about the role, what you'll do, what we're looking for. And so when I say requirements, you have to find if the company lists it as requirements or if they use some fun languaging like transparent saying what we're looking for, and then nice to haves. Under what we're looking for, they require that you have a registered nurse with a current license and your Bachelor of Science in Nursing. They want a minimum of 5 years of clinical acute care experience as a practicing RN, and that is preferred. They've slipped in down here that you need to have your compact license, and then experience in surgery is preferred. Now, I can tell you, I've read through the rest of this job posting. I don't know why they specifically want surgical experience for this position, but they do. And there must be something on the back end that they know that they're specifically going to be having you doing that they want you to have this level of clinical knowledge for. When you're updating your resume for this position, I would make sure that if you have throughout it that you're an operating room nurse or OR nurse, that you also talk about surgery using the keywords from the job posting can help you stand out and make your resume a billboard for the position you're applying to. Now let's look at the Nurse Fern archives to see what jobs in the past that we've posted have called out OR experience, surgery experience, or similar. This is our Google Doc archive of remote nursing jobs that we've posted on the website. You need to use the search function within the document. So make sure you're clicked in and use Command F, Control F, whatever it is on your device. If you're on mobile, it might be find on page. So we're going to try a couple different search terms here. First, we're just going to type in surgery because that matches the language from the job post we were just looking at. Okay, and then we see here that we've got a registered nurse surgery scheduler. That is rare to have it in the name, pop up for St. Luke's. And here we have an RN clinical data abstractor for quality outcomes. And they mentioned in their job posting that they had preferred experience in surgery, inpatient care, or emergency services. Here's another one, clinical data quality specialist. And they called out experience with adult vascular surgery cases preferred. Let's try a different search term. We'll try OR, Evolent Health, that the RN initial clinical reviewer for musculoskeletal does prefer OR experience. But I would try just putting operating room in here. All right, we have a CDI nurse position, and they call out that they want adult acute care experience, and operating room is one of those. Same with CVS for one of their case manager positions. As you can see, most of these jobs do not put it in their title, and you're going to have to look deeper for the information. If you're a specialty nurse, let me know in the comments if you've been applying to positions that have specifically asked for the type of nursing experience you have, or if you've been going for the generalized experience positions. Check out our next video for more information on remote nursing jobs.